Hi, Seekers. Good morning. It's Manic Monday. OMG. Well, before we get into it, we'll just wait for people to join. If you're new to my channel, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you'd like to become a member, the link's in the description. Now, I heard an interesting thing, and I have to find out. I freaking the sheets. I gotta find out if it's true. Because you can never trust people on YouTube that say something. It could be just because they don't want to do it anymore. I don't know. So anyway, Life Coach was talking about how, you remember how she used to give away, I don't know, like extravagant gifts and stuff, right? She said that, oh, thank you, love my Charlie Faith. It's okay. She said that YouTube reached out to her and told her she can't give away gifts anymore. Does anyone believe that? Hi, Pat. You know what I'm saying? I know you're not allowed to do giveaways or like raffles for money. You call BS? Yeah, kind of did too. And I mean, it doesn't mean it's gonna stop me. I'm just saying I won't do it publicly. I will just reach out to people privately that win. Do you see what I'm saying? And just not make a thing about it here. So there's ways to do it without saying it publicly. I was like, well, either she just doesn't want to give out any more gifts, or, which is fine, or somebody jealous because they don't treat their members like that, like gonna create a problem for everybody else. Who knows? You never know at the YouTube streets. It's crazy. The jealousy, the fighting, the reaching out behind the scenes. I mean, isn't it weird how, like, you got Twitter, you got Instagram, you can instant message each other. Why you have to mess with the YouTube? It's just supposed to just be broadcast yourself. It's just supposed to be like Real Housewives kind of shit, or whatever genre you're in. Like, it's just supposed to be all about the content and the storyline, right? But people they always ruin stuff. My God. They just ruin stuff all the time because they can't help but take it another level, then another level, then another level. And it's like, you guys are going to destroy this platform and then you're all going to be crying. You know what I'm saying? All these people reaching out in the background, trying to find love or some kind of weird shit. It's all nuts. Hey, Thunder 420. Right? Or tell you too much about something and then turn around and lie. And it's all gaslighting. Speaking of gaslighting, have you been watching what Foodie Beauty's been up to? Nader exposed her and she was pissed. She sat there and ate a whole bag of gummies and was bong hitting. So you know when she's really upset, when something's really real, because she has no control over how this narrative's going to play out, how she's going to explain to her beezers what she's been up to. And then, you know her, she will find a way to make it all okay. Lying to people, the people that are paying for her content and hugging her all the time. I mean, my God, they're all in a relationship with a narcissist and don't even know it. I mean, really. These people are paying to be mentally abused. Hi, Cindy Lou Hoo Hoo. So, before she went on a rage and deleted it, come on, Foodie Beauty. You're the one missing out on your own income because the most epic rages and stuff, you keep deleting them. That's where your views would be. That's where your money would be. You are a horrible business person. just because you get embarrassed by your behavior. But you're the first one to click that live button and display it. I don't understand why you delete it when all the reaction channels have it and it's fun to watch. Like, you ruin it for yourself. Those rages can bring you more views than anything. But no, you delete them. We know she's moving to Montreal and hopes he'll move in with her. I already told you that. You have to wait for her to fess up to stuff, right? So she fessed up that she was going to get 2 places. A studio for Pete and then a 1-bedroom for her. She already fessed up yesterday before the rage and the crazy. You missed it? Oh, we're going to have fun. So before the rager, she went on Real Stream News with, CJ. So we're going to start there. And we'll see what it led up to. Lights, camera. So if you're not subscribed to It's Water Weight, please do. Please subscribe to It's Water Weight. I don't watch RSN, and always looking for the nuggets. She's had that shirt on for like 2 days. And CJ, get a better backdrop. I thought you were a professional. What's with the satin sheets? Freaking me out. I refuse. Me too. I won't either, but I'll watch it on a reaction channel, that's for sure. Okay, so let's see what happened, shall we?
So you were victimized by this guy, but you still kind of go back and talk about him all the time. So it's kind of crazy. Some people just look at it like, is she really a victim though? Because she keeps going back. So they kind of find your story sus. And I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what I see other people say. Right? So
CJ, you always use that. You always say that. I mean, I'm not saying that. It's not how I feel. It's just what other people are saying. You should put up the comments where people are actually saying that, so it's more believable. But no, you instead of saying that, just say, "Here's what that's what I think too," or "That is what you think," because that's what we all think.
do you see what I mean? Like, it's pretty serious. People they worry about you, and they think that like when they see they see both sides. They see you say he's an abuser, that you're a victim, and he victimized you. But then on the second day, you're like, I still love him, and da da da. So
yeah, I'll explain why she's doing that. In fact, why she's doing that is for Nader's channel to stay relevant with the haters and her beezers not to leave her, CJ. It's that simple. It's that simple. Everything she does is for self-gain. So, knowing that, you're going to see why she raged.
Do I still have love for him? Like, even though he abused me, like, women go back to their abusers.
Oh my God, would you stop with that stupid sentence? Stop it. We've already told you. You didn't live with them. You didn't have kids. You weren't married. He doesn't have a car. You live 2 hours away. So, honest to God, stop it.
It happens. It doesn't happen.
And you have your own money. You don't even share a bank account with him, which is why women go back. Because most men take complete control. An abuser takes complete control of a woman's life and leaves her destitute. The reason she goes back is because life will be worse without his control. So stop it. You don't even fit into the bubble.
In that way that they abuse you and you just fall out of love with them instantly.
So do you think this is the end of him with you and him, like legit 100%?
Yeah.
Oh, good pause, Foodie Beauty. There was the pause. It ain't over.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Exactly like what you mean. Like, do you mean like relationship wise? And yeah, for sure.
Just relationship wise. Do you still talk to him now, or?
No, haven't.
Liar. I've been calling this shit out. It never ended, people. It has never ended.
Talked to him in months.
Lies. Remember sitting in that restaurant just 3 nights ago. Was it Friday night in Montreal? Mm-hmm. Waiting for that last minute. Can you get away? Here's where I'm at. Mm-hmm. That wasn't for some grifter on the internet. That was for Nader.
So what are you doing tonight? What's on your agenda? What are you up to?
Oh, I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna rage because I'm about to be exposed for lying by my abuser. Yeah, exactly, and I understand, Shady. Totally get it. He may be a bad egg, but Chantel's saying, oh yeah, yep.
Probably beezing later. Hello. Did I nap? No. Let's get into some drama.
My God, can you ever just get your shit together? Can you ever just get your shit together? You're gonna be 40. 40. And by the way, she's opening a pack of gummies, wheelchairs. And she will eat that whole pack. I don't even know how her brain just doesn't completely unplug after all this. Hi, Big Mama Ate You.
What kind of drama do you think we should get into? I'm not really big on drama right now, if I'm being honest. I mean, I dozed off a little, but not much, no. And I went on
Can you imagine this life? This life right here. You stay up all night, you get high all night, then you sleep all day, then you take a nap, you eat, you gorge with food all day, take naps. Unbelievable. Did she say she's not into drama? Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. She's not in, listen. Never mind.
CJ's panel again. And they were grilling me.
They weren't grilling you. They were asking you questions. This is what you do. You're always a victim. You're a victim of your own bullshit, too. You always switch it around where you're the victim. But that's right, you're an empath. Here we go.
I have a serious question. Can somebody go ask? Can someone go ask Nader? I always used to ask him if they're still good, because he used to keep his pickles out on the counter all the time and never put them in.
What happened to your rat claws? You literally broke them all off? I gotta see this. Here we go. Look at the rat claws. What'd she do? Break them all off or bite them all off? They're all jagged. I don't feel like those are acrylic nails. I feel like they're press-ons. Like she pretends like she goes to a spa. I mean, I know she used to. But these ones in particular look like press-on nails you buy at the drugstore. They were really thin and did not look like acrylic.
All the time and never put them in the fridge.
You are on Google as a creator. Why can't you Google it? Can somebody go ask Nader for me? Can somebody go ask Nader? Yeah, those are press-ons, yep. It's tragically lazy. Absolutely shady. Hey, Mr. J.
So if he did it and I lived, I must be able to, right? I don't want to shoot them in the garbage. They have salt.
Have they been in the fridge, unsealed, and then out of the fridge? I don't understand. You're like a 16-year-old with an 80-year-old's expired food kind of mentality. You are wrapped all up into this ball of what the fuck.
Do you think they're okay?
Tally Girl said she keeps saying going back to abuser, yet Nader doesn't want her back. But listen, we already know they're both pathological liars. We know Repsion's coming for Nader. So these are things we do know. We know every weekend she goes to Montreal. We know these things. Every payday, she's in the car and off to Montreal. We know these things. I think every single person she said she's met online and made up these little stories that are very, very coincidental to shows and movies, I think they're all Nader. She's just trying to throw off the scent. And he's basically threatened her to never speak of him again if she wants to keep seeing him. I'm sorry. This is how I felt this way for a long time. And then we'll find a way to prove it.
Do you think we're okay, Golden Girl? Okay, Rhonda. Can we ban the word Nader?
Now, this is all before Nader went live. Did she ever go to Montreal before he moved there? No! She went to Gatineau. No. She hated driving. Remember when she was having like an anxiety attack about driving to Windsor because it was so far away? And she drives that all the time now. 2 hours there, 2 hours back. 2 hours there, 2 hours back. All the time. Sorry. Dropped my cup too hard.
Yes. Shit. Okay, guys, hold on.
Ugh. Pull your pants up. Oh my
wear this to the
God. Did you just grab that off a mop handle? She can't take care of anything. Nothing. She bought wig stands. And they're always thrown on the counter, on the table, in her purse, on the floor of her car. I mean, it's bad enough they came off Amazon. She does this to look at herself. Did you get high before you got in the car to go get some extreme amount of food?
Hi, I'm going to get paneer. I'm putting music on. Something? Paneer McCanny 2 nans. If I order at Uber Eats, it's $57 after everything. Why is it so much?
Wow, you were ordering it 3 times a day when the bitch had a big paycheck. Of course she's high and driving around. You think she cares? She don't care. Anywho, I've seen her hit a THC pen while driving. Still can't get over the neck filter lifestyle. Well, what I can't get over is how much weight she's put on. She has put on a lot of weight.
He's not in jail. He's on a live stream right now.
Okay, so Nader's on a live stream. Right? Is that who she was talking about? Okay, well that's what's going to spark the rager.
I don't have hamburger eyes. What?
Yeah,
Look at them. How do you know he's on live stream? Because I checked.
She not only checks, she subscribed to him.
And I thought of Applebee's, or is it Dark Desert Highway? He had a drink. And he brought it to the table, and it was all chunks.
She has this fantasy. That's why I know she's not dating anyone else except Nader and behind the scenes, because we know Nader does that anyway. But she wouldn't spend all her time thinking about him. Hey, Maybella, and talking about him if she hadn't spoke to him in months. And he's moved on with Dee Dee. He ain't gonna let her go. She is his exit. If he needs an exit, she's it. Oh, her wigs are horrid. They're horrid. I would love to give her a makeover. No, I wouldn't. Her character's too ugly.
I thought of Dark Desert Highway and Applebee's because they always say the chunky drink. And me, I hated when he had chunks in his drink. So I always made him blend them, but then he blended it. But I thought he was just going to drink it like that, all chunks. And I was like, that's a drink from hell. I hate chunky drinks. And Heather said I was stalking them? Okay. I'm in Ottawa.
And this will start the rage. Because Nader went live. She's seen it while she was in the car. And it said, Foodie Beauty still harassing me.
You know they will fight and he will come by for a few days. We are not stupid Chinty. It's been how long?
Probably 3 days. With your cocky, smug attitude, thinking that no one is smarter than you. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. Look at that cockiness.
Oh.
She loves that you people pay her and you're her idiots. She loves that. Just keep sending her the paycheck, guys, so she can live the lazy lifestyle and not have to be accountable for anything. And she can lie to your face and manipulate you and gaslight you just for money. You keep doing that. That's cute.
Oh, thank you so much.
Because trust me, she sleeps just fine at night.
You too.
Oh my God. Listen, no. You sound like a cat in heat when you sing. It's horrid. Go take some singing lessons. There's something you could do in your free time. Swear to God. Okay, so if you didn't know, yeah, she went on all kinds of ragers last night. Oh my God. All right, so she did this. Barbecue Chicken did a clip, thank you, Jesus, that she did a live last night that says, I will help anyone take down Chef Shammy's channel. So BBQ, thank you. Chicken, thank you. Glucose Gorgeous has the rage. Oh, a lot of people have the rage. It's great. I like the highlights to prove what the point I need to prove. Yeah. Listen, my husband and I, hold on. Come on now. My husband and I, we were binge watching House of the Dragon. It's the Game of Thrones. This is 300 years before Game of Thrones. The Targaryen, how it all came together. The Lannisters, the Targaryens, you know, the dragon, the House of the Dragon, the Targaryens, right? They were all the white hair, like albino hair, right? And the Valerian families, right? So this is 300 years before. And how the dragons were the Targaryen, they were the dragon riders, the dragon tamers. And that's the only thing that gave them power over everyone. So I loved it because I loved Game of Thrones. So my husband and I were binge watching. I signed up for HBO Max on Hulu. And I said, we're off and running. Get your snacks. So that's what we did. But anyway, then I seen her go live with this ridiculousness. And I was like, oh my God, I got to put an ear plug in. Because she's going to delete it, right? Especially if she did a title like that. I'm like, she's going to delete it. So I had to because the clips are great, especially if you've listened to it, because, you know, you can't wait for Yaba. French Fry Girl didn't go live. Monty, I don't know what his deal is lately, right? So I had to actually listen to it so that I could grasp the real message, right? The real message, not the clips of the highlights of what she said. I had to get the whole body language, the whole thing down, so I knew what is true and what is not, just by instinct. So anyway, profiling. So that's what I did in the middle of me watching my show. Thank God it was the last episode. I can always go rewatch it. But I was like, I got you, girl. Oh, okay. I know what's up now. And we're going to pick it apart. Just these 11 minutes the barbecue chicken put out. We're going to pick it apart. Lights, camera, action. Okay, let me get through the commercial here. Oops, sorry. We got to get through the commercials. Commercials. Michigan. Nobody does anything for Detroit. I don't even listen to what they say. We're going to fix this. We're going to fix that. They're all liars. They'll say whatever they can to make you believe in them, and then they do absolutely nothing. End of. Now you've learned everything you need to know about politics. They don't even live in our world. Clap, 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 clap.
The same verb. run over that fucking car!
Because you never pay attention.
He can get it on. He's got the dog. He's got
Got the dong.
He
You can get it on.
dog.
Dong. 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 Yeah, she put tail, Nader down. She meant take. 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 Foodie Beauty.
Enjoy your last 15 minutes of fame. Expose. Oh, God. Wow. I'm the dumbest idiot in the book.
Okay, let's just start here. So she went home, right? And she started watching his live because I'm sure her beezers said, oh my God, he's throwing you under the bus. He's throwing you under the bus, Chantal, you gotta see this. So she went home to live react. She has it up on her TV. She's sitting in the gross chair, right? Next to her, she's got her whole pack of wheelchairs, right? Not to mention her bong. So you know for a fact, he's exposing her. Now, it isn't what you think it is. It's what she's going to try to tell you it is, okay? And then we'll get to the truth.
Dumbest idiot. Dumbest. Dumb.
Oh, you mean you believed something he said, and now he's pretending like he wants nothing to do with you? This was just part of my guess at this point.
Wow. What is he proving? I told you, this is the exact same day.
Now you know when she's really upset. Now you know. You can tell the difference when she does a fake rage for her views and when she's really upset. And the only time she's really upset is when it looks like Nader and Didi have left her out or they're coming for her. They ganged up on her. This is the only time you will see a real rager out of her. Yes, this rage definitely proves there were no other men. Let's listen.
That I messaged Didi. Exact same day. So what are you exposing? I need to call him and give him shit. He thinks exposing me, he's gonna get a whole bunch of viewers. He's stupid. You're exposing yourself. Why did you accept my friend request? He's such a liar. He says that picture. See how he manipulates? This is what he does. He did this at the hotel. I have to learn my lesson with this.
Ooh, which hotel? You mean just 3 days ago? Because you're really going to catch yourself a few times. Oh, we got the index and the thumb together with those nubby nails. Ha ha!
Specifically made an account, Melissa Cook, because I couldn't use my name. And it was my picture, so that he would see it was me.
Okay, Foodie Beauty. First of all, there are so many accounts on YouTube where they use your picture. So I'm guessing there is a specific picture that has never been put on YouTube anywhere, right? And that lets him know secretly behind Didi's back that that's you. Okay? That's what I'm guessing. And then he had to fess up to Didi, or Didi seen it. So now he's got to make it look like you are a stalker, right? Is it getting hot yet? Am I getting hot yet? Okay.
It was always that picture, and I can prove that he's a...
It was always that picture. The one that she would use on fake accounts to talk to him privately behind Didi's back. Wow, you are the other woman. You used to be the woman, and now you're the other woman. How does that feel? I guess she'll take anything.
Liar. Yeah, Didi, your neck is getting red. Because you know it's true that you guys are liars. So he accepted my friend request. He cannot see my messages. He cannot look at my messages unless he accepts my friend request. Sure enough.
So why didn't you just put Chantal? Why didn't you just put your whole name? That's what makes no sense. So if he knows that one picture will always be you, no matter how many sock accounts you have, because you are definitely a sneaky bitch, which an NPD is the sneakiest of all sneakiest, the biggest of liars, right? They're always up to no good. So if he knew that would always be you, how many times have you been reaching out to him? And then what? you delete them and then you do it again. Very interesting what little game you two are playing behind Dee Dee's back. So Dee Dee figured it out, and she's not happy, and he's not giving up where he's living right now because you haven't moved into your 1 bedroom yet. Am I getting hotter?
My picture and mistakenly shown outside.
See? She gives herself away every time. Because to us, this would just be, well, everybody uses your picture, so nothing's surprising there. But this particular picture, he knew it was you. And she keeps reiterating that. That's why she's mad.
Accepts my friend request because he knows. And he's seen all of
See? He knows.
things on the 7th. So what's he doing now? Did Dee Dee threaten to kick you out and you'll have nowhere to go?
Boom! You were doing this behind Dee Dee's back. You were doing this behind Dee Dee's back. And you're right. He is afraid he'll get kicked out if she finds out, because they're in a relationship. He announced it. She's his girlfriend. And you're the biggest threat to Dee Dee because you have more money than Dee Dee. So, truth berries, aren't they great? She's been the other woman.
Oh, if you didn't expose me, because you have to suck her up now, you know?
Yep. Busted, exposed, and who's going to come out smelling like a rose? Nader, because he's an NPD also. Listen, this is going to be the battle of the channels. Because there's no way he's going to lose his channel being outed that they've been seeing each other every time she's gone to Montreal. Every single time. And let me guess, it's when Dee Dee's spending time with her mother. You arrive there and wait for your moment. You wait. Sometimes you're probably doing it on the purple mattress again. Because he's going to keep your money in his wallet and keep you on a string. But he got busted. He's going to make it look like you're a stalker. So Dee Dee believes him. And you guys have been seeing each other behind her back. Can't wait for this to come out.
Because you're living there rent-free. Gaslighting, narc. Didn't play out how you thought it would, did you?
Uh-huh. It didn't play out the way you thought it would, did you? What play out? Your little tryst behind Dee Dee's back? Since her mom had surgeries, my guess, and she has to go spend time with her mom and take care of her and help her, I'm guessing you two are using this sad moment in a woman's life to play around behind her back. Because he was playing around behind your back. I mean, he's going to always follow the energy he needs. You are obsessed with him. And you think if you move to Montreal, he's going to move in with you because he's been seeing you behind Dee Dee's back. And I'm guessing ever since the surgery. So about a month now, you've gone to Montreal an awful lot to meet some strange men. No, you've been going and meeting Nader.
Comb over queen and green bean from machine.
And you hate Dee Dee. And you're going to get that apartment. Trust that. And you're kicking Pete's to the curb.
Oh, God, I'll never say I love him. Never.
See? This tells you, you know this has been going on. Because she's reacting the same way she reacted when Dee Dee came onto the picture. This is a real rage. He's been bullshitting her behind her back. And now he's going to make her look like the bad person when all along it's been him. You'll see. This is what NPDs do. That's why when two get together, it is cataclysmic.
Ever.
Oh, the bong hits. The bong hits.
When we put I literally said to him,
She's shoving gummies, wheelchair gummies in her mouth, one after another. She is genuinely upset. And if she don't calm down, she might expose something. But then again, she had chest pains a couple days ago, so she needs to calm the fuck down.
He sat on his live stream saying, my dad taught me that if I lie to fix it. So that's what I wrote to him. I said, your dad told you to lie, then fix it. That's what I texted to him. I can show you guys. I didn't text him anything that...
She's definitely getting played again. And I don't feel bad either. And guess what? It won't take but a 5-minute conversation for her to forgive him again and meet up with him again. She is obsessed with him. She is at Bunny Boiler level, and she's going to change her whole life to live near him. You watch.
I wouldn't have told you. I'm glad you lost your job. You deserve it. I'm glad you lost your job.
And how would you know Dee lost her job if Nader didn't tell you, or you haven't been speaking or seeing them both? This is how monkeypox is spread, right? Right. Yeah, you're going to have it all over your mouth and hands. Need I say more? Need I say more? Nope, I don't need to say more. If she comes back with monkeypox all over her lips and hands, we know. Not to mention, Dee could break Nader in two. Ha ha ha! No, she's too whatevered. I'm thinking maybe even secretly Dee wants him out. Maybe that's why Dee might disappear and let him get back with her, because maybe Dee had enough of the two of them. I think he gave her attention last week. She gave him money and got her hopes up. I think it's been going on for at least a month since Dee's mom had surgery, because Nader made an excuse not to go, and she's been in Montreal way too much in the last 4 weeks. Something's up, and she gave her notice at her place, or she's being evicted. So she either gave notice, they've had talks, he wants out of there, she's going to get in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's 100% Nader didn't see her. Oh, really? Where's your proof? Start a channel, make a video. I'd love to see it. Anyway, so things haven't been adding up for a while. I've already said it. I mean, literally been watching this, and you can tell by her body language when she's lying and telling the truth. Right now, she's being exposed, but he was doing stuff behind the scenes too, and he's trying to look like the victim of her stalking. And that's what's got her pissed off. Because if he came out and admitted that he's been talking to her, she'd be happy. Because she wins. No. He literally is gaslighting her. And that's why she's firing on all 4 cylinders right now, because she only has 4, not 6. The 4 chambers of her heart. Anyway, and that's why she's eating a fistful of wheelchairs. And yeah, she's hitting the bong.
I'm glad you lost your job. How are you going to support this man now, huh? How are you going to support him now? Your 15 minutes is coming up because nobody cares about you guys unless you're... No one cared about you. It won't.
She was going to say, nobody cares about you unless you're talking about me. So if you quit talking about me, nobody's going to care about you. Oh no, Repsion's going to be way ahead of you, sweetheart. Oh, Repsion's going to bring him the views, not you. You need to chill out on that celebrity status. You've lost like 5,000 subs. You have no proof either. This whole raging is because she hyped herself up, hoping she'd move to Montreal, and they'll be back together, and that's why she was trying to reach out. Really? I didn't say I had proof. I said we are reading between the lines. We're watching her body language. You can think whatever you want. Nobody gives a shit, really. It's YouTube. Don't take it so serious. It's just content. It's like watching The Real Housewives. Do you think that, what's her name, Girardi, do you think she knew what was going on? Do you think that she knew her husband, the greatest lawyer, Tom, had a mistress the whole time? Of course she did. And of course she didn't care. As long as he funded her lifestyle. Stop. So you can think anything you want. I may not have proof, but, I mean, come on. Come on now. You think they were both faithful to each other? Come on. What's her name? Girardi, what's her name from the Housewives? Oh my God. I keep wanting to say Jessica, but it's not. It's what's her face. Anyway, so yes, there's always nefarious things going on in the background. I mean, for real. Erica, thank you. Thank you, Cindy Lou Hoo Hoo. So there can be plenty of little scenarios that come out of deception. The truth is, they've been deceiving their audience for 1.5 years. End of. And yeah, and some people can share lovers, right? Thank you guys for giving me the name Erica. Anyway, if you think that she didn't know that her husband had a mistress in her own condo and he was paying for it and he was using lawsuit settlements to fund his lifestyle and try to build his reputation, she had to have known. Sorry, it was her husband. They've been married forever. She had to have known. Using victims' money. This is worse than having a charity donor drive for St. Jude and then keeping the money. It's worse than that. These were people in Malaysia that are in, where was that one plane crash? And the people received millions of dollars from the airlines, and he kept it all. It's like $41 million to fund his lifestyle, invest more into his reputation, and fund his wife's lifestyle. Sorry, but she's not moving. She got declined for no credit. Did she? Because I haven't heard that yet. I heard her say, I don't even know if I want to move to Montreal anymore. I need to be as far away from him as I can get. Blah, blah, blah. And then she said, but there's so much to do in Montreal. So she still holds out hope that if she shows up with a one-bedroom apartment, then there's that. Oh, Lion Air, yes. Airlines, yes. And there was many other cases. There was another one with a young boy's family. So, yeah. And Eric is like, I had no idea any of that was going on. Oh, okay. Okay, Erica. Cool.
You're right. I'm always stupid. Always stupid.
Now, when she says this, it's because he's talked her back so many times, right? And she's believed him. She's not the sharpest tool in the toolbox, okay? And her love for him is obsession and lust, because he is the only one that's been in her life that loves every disgusting behavior she has. Well, in her mind, he accepted her for who she is. Besides Pete's, there's been no one else. Right? So when she says, I'm always stupid, aren't I? Tells you this has been going on for a while. Not just over one little message that Dee Dee exposed. Dee Dee's exposing the messages because she's competing with Foodie Beauty. They're competing with each other, and Nader loves it. It's called triangulation. And they smear campaign each other, Dee Dee and Chantal. It's all part of the fighting over the man bullshit. I can't even believe women fight over him. I can't even believe this is a thing.
Fall for this. Never again. Trust and
See?
believe.
I'm done for falling for this shit. Over and over.
You aren't. Just because I'm willing to forgive you and go back with you doesn't mean that you're not. I messaged him once, which I told everyone about. So shut up. Go back to your channel, S-Jam. Get the fuck out of here. How are you going to give me S-Jam when you're driving? How are you going to give me... Really? Try making another Facebook account with me.
People said that was a fake S-Jam, and she literally read him for filth. You drive high, so shut up.
Because we blocked each other. Then, to talk to him. Then, because I'm dumb, obviously. Then, if you want to...
Because I'm done. Obviously. Because I'm done. Done with what? You supposedly just sent a message on the 7th, and that was it? In a moment of weakness. Ha! No, here's how I see it played out. In my mind, allegedly, the way I see it. You didn't give him something he wanted. So he blocked you, which you guys have always blocked each other in these little tiffs, right? So you had to reach out to Dee Dee, which you didn't want to do, right? On the 7th. And Dee Dee said, what in the hell's going on? Why is she reaching out to me? And Nader says, I don't know. Here we go again, right? Because he gaslights Dee Dee too. I don't know, you're crazy. I had nothing to do with it, right? So Dee Dee exposed it on a video that Chantal reached out to her to talk to Nader. But what Dee Dee probably didn't know is they were talking already. Because you can tell by the shit that comes out of her mouth. Yeah, this just wasn't about one reach out to Dee Dee. Nope. Nope, he blocked you because he got mad at you again. Because you weren't doing what he wanted. Or you didn't give him enough money. Or you didn't bring him the drugs he wanted. Who knows?
I hate it for that. Go ahead.
Because I have a feeling she does a run through Gatineau before she heads to Montreal. She brings the little prize, you know. Hitting that bong again. She is totally upset. She's trying to calm that central nervous system down before she says something that's she's gonna regret.
I admit my weakness to still loving him, and he makes.
Ooh, nugget. My weakness to still loving him.
He is a piece of. You hid my keys from me. You stopped me from leaving.
All right, we're gonna have a ad. Was he hiding your keys again when you were in a hotel together? Because that was old news.
You smack me. You flick your cigarette at me. Everyone's seen you do it to Dee Dee.
Everybody's seen him do it to Dee Dee, but not to you. So if you want to just compete with Dee Dee, she didn't find an app soon enough to please Nads. Something, an apartment, you mean? Yeah, something. She's preparing her VIBs for her reunion. Something, yeah, I mean, because you gotta understand, she's been living this lie behind her VIBs' backs, because she does apologize for not telling them. So that's not something I made up. Anyway, so she's going to apologize to them, because you got to understand, she's been living this life secretly, and they get a high out of it, by the way. Well, we'll see if she can get into 2 apartments. We'll see. Because she hasn't said she's been denied. She just hasn't found what she wants for the price she can afford, because she's got to put Pete's in his own, too. So anyway, where was I going with this? I can't read the chat. I lose all train of thought. So her VIBs have been believing everything coming out of her mouth, that it's been over. She's been dating other guys in Montreal, blah, 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 blah. So they're in total shock right now, as was everybody. Of course, not me, because I'm like, oh, you always give yourself away. She always has a moment where her emotions take over, and she has to admit, so she can be the victim. See? Oh my God, this is gold.
You dumb. So basically what happened was that day that I had the moment of weakness when I said I still loved him, I messaged Dee Dee, I messaged him too.
That I had a moment of weakness where I told him I still loved him. He's in another relationship. So if we took this at face value, that's the only contact she's had with him, was this moment of weakness to contact him and Dee Dee. Why would you contact Dee Dee and say, I love your boyfriend? See, something's been going on.
And that's what I did. And then that was it. I didn't message him since the 7th.
Lies, look down, close your eyes. Because you just realized you went on a little bit of a rant here where your VIBzers are a little confused.
If I'm you, I would still be doing that. Honestly, honest to God, there goes any, thank you God, every time I'm stupid.
Here comes a nugget. Big nugget.
This, and I have any remnants of anything left for this loser, he does shit like this. No, honestly, I look at him and I'm like grossed out. No, I'm still moving to Montreal. It has nothing to do with Nader. It's not anything to do with Nader. Exactly.
Look up. Yes, it did. It had everything to do with Nader. Everything to do with Nader. Pete wants to move to Toronto. Do you guys say Toronto or Toronto? Toronto. I don't know. Everybody says it's like Caribbean and Caribbean. Montreal's not that strict. Yeah, exactly. You can get in there with low credit, bad credit. You're just going to pay more of a deposit. You don't have to have credit. You just have to have the income, and all you have to do is prove it for 3 months. She's got enough income. Trust that. Still desperate and whining. Yeah. How is everyone cool? I am not cool with Nader acting innocent. I think he is trying to gaslight, make her look bad so he don't lose his audience. I'm going to tell you right now something about Nader. He can give her a run for her money, and she loves it. But when it's bad, it's bad. She even said it, and right now it's bad. She didn't do something.
Exactly. So why?
She can't buy shit. She will never buy shit. She will rent a condo or a house, but she can't buy shit. Oh yeah, her voice is shaking. She's eating a whole pack of freaking wheelchairs, and she's hitting the bong like Cheech and Chong.
Accept my friend request. So why did you accept my friend request? Let's see if he reads what I wrote. He won't. I wrote, no, because you're a coward. You won't answer.
She's eating more gummies.
No, I didn't use a different picture. Nope. It was.
Now, this is true. They have a secret picture that she uses every time she tries to contact him through a sock account. She puts that picture in there and he knows the picture. That's why she's mad. Because she's like, he knows that picture. It's the same picture. So he's trying to flip it that she's stalking him when they have an agreement about this little picture. When he sees it, it's her. Like, nobody's ever going to figure that out, Chantal. You're the smartest grape.
My picture.
See? She knows there's tons of pictures of her on sock accounts, but there's a specific one that nobody has, and she only uses it with Nader.
It was my picture, and he saw my picture, and...
See? She's trying to be specific without being specific.
After my friend request. So, and now he's like, oh, he's full of...
Those nails. She broke off her press-on nails. Look at how jagged they are. She literally just, like, broke off the points. You can tell they're press-ons because that one doesn't fit. That one's too small. But that one's way too wide. Oh, yeah, those are press-on. She's full of pipe dreams she never fulfills. Well, he gives her false hope, too. He tells her everything she wants to hear in the background because he's going to keep her on a string. But I'll tell you one thing, he'll throw her under the bus the minute Dee Dee was asking him what's going on.
Well, I don't care, Miss Holly. Yes, I did call him.
That's because he has no other home right now.
I don't want to keep the drama going. I want him to stop lying. I didn't reach out 10 times to him. What I did was... Because, like, I don't have... Why?
I don't understand how she could get denied for the 2 apartments in Montreal when she was going to move in... so in June, she got approved for the 2 apartments in Montreal. So why would she get denied now? Why don't she just call the same place and say, now it's feasible for me to move. Applications are good for a year. An approval is probably good for 6 months. So why? That doesn't make sense unless she's lying.
Why do I...
She either got lied about being approved or in June, or she's lying about being denied. I don't know.
tell you guys every little single thing that I do. You know, like, when I reached out to him. Like, I don't know. Why would I have to tell you guys that?
See? Why would I have to tell you guys if I reached out to him? Why would I have to tell you guys if I'm meeting up with him? Why would I have to tell you if I'm moving to Montreal in hopes that we'll get back together? That's why I'm kicking Pete's out. Yeah, and her address is still at BB's old address, so there's that. Oh, she's pretending Pete's is her landlord? Got it. That makes sense. Maybe there's an eviction case on her background now. No, because you have to go to court, and it takes a while. Because I know somebody who got evicted, and they hurry. I know someone whose, car was going to be repoed, and they went and got a new car loan and let the other car be repoed before the repo went on their credit report. I mean, I don't think she's stupid. I don't think she's being evicted. I think that they're not going to renew her lease because of all the YouTube calls. Like, her lease is good, but I don't think they want to renew it. Or she's living month to month. I have no idea. It can take months to evict someone. Actually, I don't even know in Canada what it is, but here, it can take 6 months. And it doesn't even go on it won't even go on your credit report until it's gone to court and the judge evicts you. Just because they give you an eviction notice, that's not a true eviction. It's just a pink slip. We've seen that on Shani and Revs. Here in Canada, it can take 6 months or more. There you go, Freak in the Sheets knows.
Yeah, you're on borrowed time, Nader. We'll see. You're not you. Nobody will ever, you'll never be anything. Nobody will ever watch you for your cooking. You're a piece of How am I a villain for, trying to be nice to him and reach out?
Really? The whole YouTube. This is why they never struck each other's channels. And this is why she never said anything about him doing mass striking on tons of people when she's supposed to be a creator on YouTube and an advocate for creators on YouTube, right? And she never said anything. She has never said an unkind word about him. Repzian's coming from him. She stepped right in front of Nader to put the heat on her. Come on. You people cannot believe the things that come out of her mouth. It's her actions that give her away every single time. It's always her actions. Right now, he's a piece of shit. She's going to drag him through the mud because how dare him betray her after all she's done.
Like, how does that make me a bad person? That's so stupid. Yes, I thought he wouldn't tell people. Because he didn't for a long time. Like, he accepted my friend request. I wrote him that on the 7th. I didn't write him that today.
For a long time, and now you're going to backtrack and say the 7th. No, it's been going on a long time. I'm guessing since Dee Dee's mom got put in the hospital for surgery.
I wrote him on the 7th, so why is he just now all of a sudden? Like, I wrote him, he outed that I texted Dee Dee.
Because we already know, she's already said it. She took one trip to Toronto or to Windsor, and she was replaced by the time she came back. Because Nader can't be alone. So if Dee Dee had to spend a lot of time taking care of her mother, who do you think he would have called? The bitch with the car.
But that day, but didn't say anything about my messenger messages.
I wish paparazzi would have been outside all those places she was at in Montreal and then filmed whoever was walking into that same building. Whether it be a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Do you see what I'm saying? Or Dee Dee's condo, the purple mattress, right? It happened to someone I know. The sheriff took them out. Yeah, that does happen, but that's only after the courts give you a deadline to move out, and the police will show up on that day and escort you out. Yes, that's how it works. It's through the courts.
And that was like the only time I messaged him on Messenger, and I can prove that. September 7th, I didn't message him after that. After the moment of weakness.
Yeah, you did, because that's when you tried to hit him up on Facebook with the picture. He knows that picture, so he knew it was you and not just somebody trolling you. That picture, he knows that picture. It's always that picture, right? Where you can meet up with each other behind Dee Dee's back, and then you can delete that profile or whatever it is, so it never gets caught, right? He can block it, and oh my God, you two act like you're masterminds. But Dee Dee kind of saw something. Uh-oh. Maybe he didn't take it off the iPad. Maybe she was scrolling on the iPad like she does when she reads chat, and he forgot that if she clicks on Messenger on the iPad, it won't get rid of it like it does on the iPhone. I don't know. If I was an investigator, I would guess that's where she's seen it. They didn't tell you the entire story, or the landlords tried to scare them with 2 weeks. It goes by an N4 and then court. Yep, always goes to court. Just because they give an eviction notice, they can take you to court. And if you pay all the money due and owed and the restitution of the court costs, then they will get rid of the eviction. They're just doing that to get you to pay. I think she's been paying. I just think they don't want to renew her lease. It's under Pete's name anyway. I don't think they want to renew it because of all the... Oh, phone calls, really? I just don't think they want the heat anymore they're getting from the YouTubes, right? Something like that. Or, because she keeps saying, I don't know if I want to move in October or November, but I want to be there to decorate for fall and blah, blah. So who knows? Nobody knows the truth. You'll never know the truth. And Pete doesn't have a job, so he can't renew the lease anyway. They'd have to reapply. And the lease is running out. Ha, ding, ding.
I snapped out of it, and I was like, holy, like, what am I doing? This is dumb, and I felt bad, like, blah, blah, blah. I regressed, 2 steps back.
Lies.
So then, when I saw his live stream title tonight, I was like, what? Like,
he's gonna betray me? He's gonna betray me so he can be loyal to Dee Dee? Oh my God. I am mad as hell.
But you accepted my friend request, and you saw my messages like days ago, and you are gonna now do this. Like, and this is what he does all the time.
All the time? Hold on. You've been dating other guys. You haven't seen him. You just threw him a little message. I still love you. 3 days ago, right? 3 days ago, or 5 days ago, the 7th. But he does this stuff all the time. I love how you expose yourself.
And it's like, I never learned.
I never learned.
The only one who ever had any feeling in this whole thing. Like, I'm the only one. And I keep expecting him to just show some kind of, like, sign that, like...
That he's gonna leave Dee Dee and you're the one? No, he's probably got 3 other women besides the 2 of you, supplying him with whatever he needs.
He also, at some point, felt that way.
You know, each one of you are a category. Dee Dee is a place to live. He took over her condo. Period. You are the money. You're the financer. You're the banker. Okay? And trust me when I say, there are, and hey, I don't know, it could be male and females. There's other ones out there fulfilling other needs. There's other ones fulfilling. This is how they work. And this is a game. It's a chess game. Now, you play chess games too. And trust me, you will seek revenge on him. We've already seen it before. Remember when you said people told him, or told you that, people told you that he was moving to Montreal with Dee Dee? Remember? What did you say in the car? We will see about that. And then the next day you went and filed SA charges and DV charges on him to keep him in Gatineau.
I will take accountability for having messaged him, but I really don't.
I wish I had a violin. I could really cue in a sad song right now.
I think I thought he would be happy to hear from me. For him to just be like, oh.
I thought he would be happy to hear from me. Oh, the fake tears. Are you doing this for Repsion? You're going to turn it around where Nader...
Her just because I have a case against her. A case for what? Like,
they don't have a case against you. Stop. They talk as much about you as you do them. They even stalk you. My God, Dee Dee's had a membership in your channel. So come on. There's no case. You're just saying this because you want him to look like the dog he is, because you don't want your VIBs leaving you because you've been seeing him secretly. See how you're flipping the script? This is gaslighting 101. You ain't crying. You only cry for yourself. And you're upset because your whole plan to move to Montreal in a 1-bedroom apartment and be with Nader for the rest of my life. Plus she was, oh, I know. Dot, we know all that. That's not what the story's about today. We covered that yesterday. Go watch yesterday's.
like, I'm just like dumbfounded. Like, really? A case? Like, and then he'll go, well, he has the nerve to be like, I'm in disbelief that you pressed 5 inches on me. Are you actually, like, he'll actually, like, into my face be like, I never hit you.
Are you a victim now, so Repsion will leave you alone? You ain't even crying tears. You're just high as a kite. Your eyes are all bloodshot from the dope and all the wheelchairs you just ate. You all deserve each other. And you, Nader, you definitely deserve each other. Gaslighting your audiences and using YouTube as some way to hurt people and prey on people. And, man, shame on both of you. Wham, wham, wham.
Like, you're such a dumbass. I know you're going to watch this later.
Because we watch each other and we were obsessed with each other.
It's going to get you, smutful. You don't worry. You got this one now. You got this one tonight.
Oh, look at her turning on Nader so Repsion can see she's a victim. Oh, horse's ass. I hope Dee Dee exposes both of you. Hope he gets hauled off and then Dee Dee exposes both of you for what you've been doing. I mean, really, at this point, somebody's got to come forward.
You win tonight. You win.
You win tonight, Nader. You win tonight. Now, I want you to pay attention to her threatening actions, words, and how she believes she has complete control over him with money. Watch this.
You win tonight. You win comb over. You win tonight. You win tonight. But don't worry. Don't worry. Gee. Perfect.
Now, after she said, don't worry, which I wish she wouldn't have clipped that or cut it. Yeah, we will see. We will see, she says. Just like she did before she went to the police department to stop him from moving to Montreal and leaving her. Bunny Boiler!
Everyone has made mistakes. You're human. That does not make you a bad person.
Oh, look at your hug club. Everybody makes mistakes, Chantel. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. Ah, isn't that cute? The Beezer's making excuses for ya because they don't want to leave their comfy little couch with each other. Oh my God.
Smile because you're beautiful.
Smile, beautiful. Smile. This is before she broke off that one. Smile because you're beautiful. Okay, here's my smile. Yeah, hug box, activate. Like the Transformers.
Thank you, G.
They're like, oh shit, we've lost control of her again. Everybody, come on in. We got to give her a hug. You're either being trolled or you are being followed and paid for. Your paycheck has been given to you by a bunch of women who literally believe everything that comes out of your mouth. I love it.
Ready, set, readies.
Maybe it's because I was never in this kind of relationship, but I don't understand how you would want to talk to a person who has made the kind of comments he has about children. I genuinely don't get it. Like, that would turn me off so quick.
Looking at his smug Easter Island head.
She is mad. Look at her face. She is mad and in complete disbelief that this man would throw her under the bus just to protect Dee Dee from finding out they've been seeing each other. She thought she was winning. This is the look on her face. It has nothing to do with her VI Beezers or YouTube at this point. She is in absolute shock. Someone said in a comment that her back molar teeth are worn down to stubs, which makes her look like a... I have no idea. Good God. Maybe she just has Funko baby molars. Ooh, is she mad? She'll never become bedbound like Amber Lynn would or Life by Jen. I don't believe that if she ended up with Nader, that he would let her get any bigger. Honestly. Like, look at Dee Dee losing weight. We know why. It ain't from a diet. But I'm just saying, he will do the same to Chantal. Because, believe it or not, he doesn't really like big women.
Swear.
I swear.
All that's holy. And you look at me now, and I will tell you. It will never, ever happen again.
In other words, I am not giving you another effing dime. So, whatever she's been doing for him this whole time, she is so mad that this will never happen again. We know she's the money, she's the banker. And for her to give him money, he has to starfish her. She has to starfish him, whatever. Whoever's starfishing at the moment. And Dee Dee's the place to live. This is how they work, by the way. They always have multiple people surrounding them to fill their energy. And Nader is so good at this. And the funny part is, have you ever noticed every guy that she was supposed to be, you know, the ones that she hooked up with, every one of them had some sort of element of Nader. Every single one of them. Right? He's just looking for a place to live. She had so many stories, all performance art, right? But right now, she's really mad. And she's telling him, I'm cutting you off for what you just did to me. He'll find a way to make an excuse for it. It'll be like, you know what, Chantal? Hey, Nader, here's a little help. He'll say, Chantal, I only did it so Repzion doesn't come for you. I don't want you to lose your channel, Chantal. That's why I did it. It's not how I feel. It's not the truth. It's just so Repzion will leave you alone. Because he'll protect her paycheck. Trust that. But no, it's all real. Yeah, and payday's coming up. And they always fight the week before payday. And then she's off to Montreal. Tippity-tappity toes, acting like she's got a new date. No, it's always not her. Sorry.
Oh, I'm going to say it. He will never. Oh no, he'll never get another ounce of my fucking attention.
You're going to say money. or drugs or whatever. So how could one little message lead to all this never, never again, never again? It's because it's been going on for a long time. I called it out. Believe it or not.
Nothing. No, Christina the Latina is a real person.
No, she's not. This is how dumb you are. This is how easily influenced you are. It has already been proven by Jessica Messica that that's the woman verse of garlic bread. He actually took a woman's pictures off of Pornhub, and the woman lives in Romania, and we know her real name. He took all her pictures, right? And put them under Christina the Latina, which she's not even a creator. She don't have a channel. I think it's on Twitter. Christina Latina. And Christina Latina reached out to her in an email. That was garlic bread. He's already been busted out. God, you...
They sent me a picture before.
Let me guess. It was a grainy picture off of the web of another girl who's on Pornhub from Romania. He stole all her pictures. So there's that.
I'm pretty sure they emailed me and sent me a picture.
The fact that she thinks that Christina is a real person, I mean, not saying that she is or she isn't, but just because someone sends you a picture doesn't mean they are a real person. And this is why she gets catfished often.
Thank you for subbing. Tell it as it is. Oh my God. This is insanity. But listen, I can't let your head spin off your shoulders. We have to continue to connect the dots by her actions, her body language, and the shit coming out of her mouth, because you know her well enough when she's faking a rage, because she can't do it. She's not a good actress. And when she's really mad. When she's really mad, that girl gets so high because she can't control her emotions. So it's easy to see when she's bullshitting you and when she's really mad and something really happened or is really going on. It's that easy with Chantal.
Because she doesn't, I don't know if she just doesn't get it or she just ignores it. I don't know.
He's playing dirty now. You know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? You guys see what he's doing. Same thing he did at the hotel. Oh, she's trying to contact me. Then he doesn't realize.
Yeah. And I already said that behind Dee Dee's back, he was going to meet up with you at that hotel. And you sat there and you waited and you waited and you waited. Remember the night before he was going to his trial? Because he would do anything to try to use her as a character witness in his trial against May. Maybe even say she was with him, which we all figured out was a lie. She was live when he did that. But anyway, potato. And he's stupid enough to think that somebody who already filed SA and DV against him and then retracted it would be a good character witness. Because we already seen he thought it was a good idea to strike, 163 videos and 40 creators just because he could. So he was keeping her on a string. And she sat there in that hotel and waited for him. Did you watch him get madder and madder and madder and madder? She said she was there for content so she could film things, make her channel better. She didn't film shit. She sat in her room and filmed herself eating and laying in bed, waiting for his call. Good God, that was the easy one.
Is that he left the,
Oh, what are you going to try to say that isn't going to, I don't know, make you look like a liar? You got to think of this shit right off the cuff when you're mad.
talked to me on video chat. And now he's getting...
Oh, he did? While you were in that hotel room, he talked to you on video chat. Well, you left that out.
He's like, oh, yeah, we friended her, you pieces of shit. I'm glad she lost her job. I know I'll probably get my karma.
Your hatred's for Dee Dee. That's it. And you guys are playing each other. This cannot end well. This is bunny boiler shit. I mean, my God, you two even performed acts on each other for this man. Let that sink in, Chantal. You can't. You can't. I mean, you know what's scary? Is when you would do something like that just to please a man. What has happened to you? Good God.
Maybe I'll lose my job. I don't care. I'm glad you...
Yes, you do. Yes, you do care if you lost your YouTube channel, because then you lose Nader for good. You do care.
your job. I'm glad. I kind of really want to be far from him now, actually. It's like
See? Why do you think she was moving to Montreal? Now, actually, she just wants to be really far away from him. Continue.
did him to be extra mean to me. I don't know. I guess I just, over time, after the initial shock wore off of the SBL videos, I just forgot. Just like after I watched Earthlings. He lied about the picture thing.
See? That is their secret picture that no matter what name it comes under, even in maybe his members chat, as long as that picture's there, he knows it's her.
I had my picture up. He accepted my friend request. He wanted me to message him.
See?
And he probably did just so he could do this. Oh God, what did I do with my life?
You need to go to a therapist for that answer. I mean, I could spend all day telling you what you did with your life, but it would be starting at a very young age. And then it just went into full cycle as soon as you met Nader. Did anyone see yesterday when she was almost, her straw? No, thank you. Nope, didn't see it. I'm grateful for that.
Barney, you've been saying the same thing for 1 year about Nader. Blah, blah, blah. Ready, set, repeat.
Yep, blah, blah, blah is right. So that's how we know you've been seeing him continuously.
I know you don't believe me, but I believe myself now. Yes.
Now? What changed? He exposed your little secret game you were playing, and you loved living that secret life. It was like you were part of a movie, wasn't it?
Remember I would always say, I don't even know if I believe myself. I do now. After tonight, I'm never talking about them. Don't.
Oh my God. Does anybody have a running count on how many times we've heard this as she looks to the side? Because she knows this is temporary. She knows it's temporary. Does anybody have a running count of how many times she said she's never going to speak to them about them again? She's just mad. When she gets mad, she goes into this teenage behavior. And whoa.
Don't worry. I'm so sick of them. Oh my God. Like, why make a live stream? You could have just replied, don't contact me.
Yeah, like that would have worked. That doesn't work with a stalker. He literally had to go on a live stream, right? He had to go on a live stream so Dee Dee would believe him. Duh. And he's going to tell you that soon, I'm sure. Listen, I had to do that. Dee Dee seen it on the iPad. She's seen it on the iPad. Now they got to come up with some other secret way. Are you going to come up with Morse code now? Oh my goodness, what's your new grift? What's your new grift? Oh my God.
Yeah, Chantal, because that has worked before.
Right.
Plus, same thing that you're saying right now, you could have done with him, but you also chose to do streams about him instead.
Yep.
He's acting as if I lied to smear his name. When all I did was ever talk about stuff that happened. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get Nader urges again. No.
Okay. Yeah, you're high right now. Wait until all your emotions. I remember that time he made me falafels, and I dreamt about us, living together and buying him a falafel truck, and we would live in happy falafel forever. Shut up. I remember somebody in her stream said, seriously, Chantal, you need to go to therapy. I will pay for it. Seriously. That made me laugh. They were serious too, one of her beezers. Like, you are literally off the rails.
The fact you think he is with you because you don't. Yes.
What did they say? The fact you think he's with Dee Dee because you don't have an apartment is nuts. She has a steady income and a condo she owns. He was effing with her that time. He wanted to move out. Yeah, he might have been just saying that to you, so he had two of you in the same city. Yeah, for sure. He was playing both of you dummies.
He is tweeting. The reason I think that is because I dropped him off and canceled the apartments myself.
See, I've always had a problem with that. Something she would have went through with those apartments. She was broke. I think at that moment, she said, I can't do this until after payday because I'm broke. Right? And I think that pissed him off. Because when Nader wants something, he wants it now. Like if he wants her to come over, he wants her to come over now. If he wants to see her, he wants to see her now. Right? He's always been that way. He's that way with Didi too. So I think she didn't have the money. And she only had like 48 hours to commit to it, or they were going to move on to the next applicants that were approved. So I think it fell through. I don't really believe that it was because of anything to do with their relationship. It had to do, she was broke. We knew she was broke. She went to see her mom for help. And she probably didn't get the money she wanted from her mom so she could follow through. I'm sorry. But why is she moving again? And this time she ain't happy about it. So I don't think they're going to renew her lease or Pete's lease because he has to prove income and he has none. He has no job.
Like I did it on live stream. I showed the text. I can show them again. I can show you the conversation.
You should have done it right then and there. Why didn't you? Why do you always say, I can show you, I can prove it, but you never do it?
Between us, which I did show. We were getting a place together. He was having enough with Didi. He didn't want to be with Didi. I feel like he's like gonna.
I'm sure he told you that. To keep his banker in the same city.
Try to be like.
Yeah, and he's definitely, you got no money, you get no honey. Right on.
Revengeful because of me going to the cops and placing those fake on him. You know, this is my channel, right? Chantal Legal Counsel, so I can talk about whatever I want to. If you.
Whoa, same bullshit, different day. I can talk about whatever I want to. This is my channel. Well, I'm glad you deleted it and you were so proud of whatever you talked about.
Betrayed.
She feels betrayed big time. Ask her why she feels betrayed if she only just sent him a message. If she just sent him a message on the 7th, why does she feel so betrayed? Anyone?
Is that insane?
So that's it for the video. Just a quick mention that some people are saying that this isn't a strategy, so the Repsion video doesn't have as much backlash because...
That's what I said too, barbecue chicken. I said the same thing. She painted herself as a victim, so Repsion will leave her alone.
This kind of does make her look like more of a victim.
Yep.
What did you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. And
this could have been an entire thing planned by Chantal and Nader. This absolutely could be a whole performance art orchestrated by both of them. Absolutely. Well, nothing shocks us now. So what do you think? I mean, that's just... I mean, my spidey senses were going off. I'm like, oh, this has been going on a long time. They're still seeing each other. Now they're putting out another performance art. So, well, she was really mad. So he might have said, you know, I can't talk to you for a while. Or they just gotten a little tiff, which, yeah, they could be LARPing. Absolutely. Live action role playing. We don't know. We know they've done it in the past. We know this has been going on for way too long. But let's just look forward to see if she moves and kicks Pete's to the curb. Because I really don't believe Nader is going to give up on having her close by. Because if Didi did lose her job, the income's gone. And his channel's taking a hit. And he may lose his channel. Hell, he may end up in jail again. I don't know. But we're going to stay on it. And we're going to see if anybody moves. Right? I'm excited for that. I want to see if they actually move. I mean, I think that they're being forced out. I think they're not getting their lease renewed because he has to prove his income again. And he has none. Does anyone know where Letitia is since court date? Yeah, according to Adonis Paul, she has been advised by her lawyer to not post on social media. That's just the rumor. If you want to stay up close and personal on what's going on with Letitia, you will have to tune into Original Owl, because Original Owl is in touch with JW and the whole baby situation. and gives you great truth and documented truth. Everything else beyond that is just hearsay. But that's, and I would assume legally, because she's about to go to court or be arrested for the whole JW report, false accusation or true, I don't know. I can see a lawyer saying, you cannot go on social media until this is all taken care of. Because we know she goes on there and still keeps saying that he R'd her. And whether or not this is JW's kid, I don't know how that's going to play out. But I'm sure somewhere we will hear it, okay? But for now, she has been advised by her lawyers to stay off social media, according to Adonis Paul. That's all I know. So anyway, if you're not subscribed to No Madness Reactions channel, please do. We're doing a van build, and I'm going to be out there busy today doing something. I've already started filming it. I put up the latest video. Now we're doing some other stuff. We got solar coming this week. I'm about to order the refrigerator, the 12-volt refrigerator, because we need to build a cabinet or get one where it sits inside of it. So there's a lot going on. This van build is really fun. I'm really enjoying it. And we have a lot more to do. So there's going to be a lot of videos. And I'd love to go live once it's done and we take a trip together, people. So please, I need to get to 1,000 subs. And it's so slow growing. It's ridiculous. But whatever. People interested or not, you know, I can't do anything about that. There are some other things on the video from a long time ago where I did Amazon hauls and reactions to products. So now we're doing a van build on that channel. So please join, watch the other videos, whatever, please. Until then, until I finish what I'm doing today, which is going to take me, it's nice and cool out, so I got to get it done. I got to go get another brush. It's a whole thing. Put on my raggedy clothes. But I thank you all for subscribing to this channel, that channel, liking my videos, being here for me. We are always going to debate. We may oppose on opinions. That's fine. I'm all for it. I'm all for a good debate. I'm not a social justice warrior. I don't believe that, you know, all these social issues that people just feel are like real. I think that they connect to something that maybe needs to be addressed mentally, or you got to stop shoving your shit on other people. And that's what I feel like Nader and Chantal are doing, is gaslighting their members and their subscribers, and using them for paychecks. And I don't like that at all. That bothers me more than anything, besides harming children and pets. Dee Dee is on my aquarium. Dee Dee is on it too. She said Chantal called her to talk to Nader. How did Chantal get her new number when she claimed Chantal doxed her number and she changed it? Right? That doesn't make sense. I think they're doing it all through Facebook Messenger. So maybe Dee Dee didn't block her to keep an eye on her. I don't know. But none of it makes sense. If they're going to go and file charges on Chantal for stalking and harassing, then why do they keep giving her a window to come into their social media? You see what I'm saying? So none of it, all of it smells like a skunk. They're all in it. I've been saying that forever. But only when Dee Dee and Nader agree on something, and I think he's been going behind Dee Dee's back and getting money. For some reason, I feel like he's been going behind Dee Dee's back lately, in the last month, and getting money out of Chantal. Behind her back. I do. I feel that way. So we'll see. We'll see. If it ever comes to fruition, if she moves to Montreal, this shit is going to start spiking. It's going to start popping off. It's going to start popping off. Listen, people already know why she's moving there. And I feel like she's trying to reintroduce him into the content. It's a scam, but they've all got their own agendas, so it won't end well. Correct. And I think Nader will have to be removed from the picture for all of this to come to a head. Whether he ends up back in jail, gets deported, I don't even know. But he would have to be removed from the picture. His YouTube channel gone. Like, everything's under investigation as it is right now. So, we'll see what happens. But I think he would have to be removed from the picture for this whole thing to go. Like, the only way you get away from someone that is controlling is by not being able to see them or talk to them for a long extended period of time. Then eventually you see how toxic it was and how roped in you were to be able to speak the truth. But she's still in it. She's still in it because she never struck his channel. He never struck hers. She never defended creators when he struck all the channels. There was so much that told me that she's still behind the scenes with him. And I'm going to believe that until you prove otherwise. No, they'll never prove. I mean, her little rager told you he pissed her off. How dare him? Pete's is the one that will suffer along with the cast. Pete's will, let me tell you, Pete's best interest, honest to God, is to move back home. And he needs to get some serious help for whatever he has going on. In my opinion, allegedly, and he even admitted a possibility that he's on the spectrum. I believe he's on the spectrum for Asperger's. Seriously, I seriously believe that because he exhibits all of the behavior of an Asperger's adult. Absolutely. Introvert, somewhat depression, but not really. It's not really depression. What it is it's introvertedness. They're very intelligent when it comes to certain things, but socially inept. Socially inept. And they will, when they get mad, they get like so mad because they're frustrated with their inability to socially debate or blah, blah, blah. But he does exhibit all the things I've seen in an Asperger's adult. But that's up to him, Pete's. So hopefully Pete gets away from her because I don't feel she can help him. She can't help herself. He needs to be with somebody that can help him find the proper direction he needs to be in. Your oldest son has Asperger's, yes, and you see the similarities. Good, yeah. And he's even admitted it, because somebody asked him once, when he was in the car with Chantal, do you think you have Asperger's? And he said, yes, I might. And yes, I do think he does. Oh, you were in that chat when people asked? Yeah. Yes, and they like to be isolated. They like to be on their computer and not out there mingling, because they don't feel, they feel like they don't fit in. So there's that. He gets very SJW, yes, and so does the person I know with Asperger's. They will jump on anything that fuels their frustration and anger. Yep, I see it. And she can't help him. And I would hate to see him get depressed and feel like an outcast. I would like to see, like I said, when she dressed him up for the Pride, she did the least amount possible and made sure that she did herself up way better than him. She could have really went the extra mile and made him feel good, but she didn't. So she's not help for him. She's too selfish, in my opinion. The way he looked, she missed it. She missed her chance to prove to people that she really cared about him. She missed her chance. I would have loved to have glammed him up. Listen, I learned how to do the drag queen makeup. I did a video on my channel. Because if you didn't know, the RuPaul drag queens came into my chat, right? Daya Betty, right? She came into my chat. She's like, please vote for me. And I said, oh my God, you're beautiful. And we went and checked out their channel, right? And I tried to copy her makeup. And when he gets SJW and he rages, yeah, it's really over the top, which is common with Asperger's. And he doesn't drive anymore, but I would assume he would have road rage. Because that's very common with Asperger's too. They have road rage. They don't have the patience for the way people drive, and it's really sad. And with proper help, he would be able to overcome and actually live a good life. But Chantel's not the one to do it for him. And if she puts him in his own studio apartment, it is probably going to be a really bad thing for him, being an introvert and isolated the way he is. I don't know. It's going to be more isolation. I think he should move home. So there's that. Okay, guys. So I got to get busy on the van. Now, if you want to see what's going on with the van, like I said, go over to No Madness Reactions. Please subscribe. Give the videos a thumbs up. I did short videos, so, I don't have to capture all your time just to see what we're doing. It's not a how-to. It's just follow us along while we do our van build. Okay? Because I can't stand the how-to videos. It's like, there's plenty of them out there. I don't need to do that. I like to show progression. It's like when you watch somebody trying to sell RV, right? They spend 20 minutes of the 25-minute video outside of it. You're like, bitch, I want to see the inside. That's what it's all about. I don't care what storage I have, what plugs I have on the outside. Do that at the end. I want to see the inside. Because if I don't like the interior, I'm out. That's why they do it. That's why Nader cooks for 4 hours before he talks about the subject in his title. Keep you waiting for more. He says he goes to therapy, apparently. How? You see Chantel driving him anywhere for him. There's really not meds for Asperger's. It's literally a social counseling. It is to teach you how to function in society. It is not a medication thing. Asperger's, a spectrum, you can't medicate spectrum. All you can address is ADHD, ADD, but spectrum usually it's a miswiring. It is not a chemical problem. It's not chemical imbalance. It's a miswiring that happens. And unfortunately, whether you can ever prove it or not, there are some studies that have proven, and I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I'm not that person, but you can go research it yourself. I watched it happen to my sister's friend's son. He was thriving until that moment, and then he went into a full backwards regression. And it was that moment that changed everything. And it's sad. They call it, what do they call that in the world? They call that, not collateral damage, but they call that, does the benefit outweigh the risk? That's what they call it. So there is risk to things. And if you end up being in that percentage, I guess the benefit is more proven. Do you see what I'm saying? Just like the recent thing. There was a lot of bad things that happened from the recent thing. And there's groups. And it's absolutely horrifying if you get into one of those groups and you read these stories. And the fact that when they say the benefit outweighs the risk, they don't want the risk to come forward because then you'll think, whatever percentile it is, that you are not taking the risk. Well, I don't take risks anyway, so there's that. So I wait. I wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And wait. Then I wait some more. Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of things out there, but I think Pete's living in a studio apartment or being tossed into a room in a stranger's house is absolutely the worst thing you could do if you're his best friend in the whole wide world. Just hoping you can get your abusers to live with you. That is wrong and sick. So I know she's no good for him. He needs to either go back home. He needs to go back home because when she did this to him before, when he was 20 years old, no, it was in 2011, 10 years ago. So he was like 27. She did this to him before. And he had to go live back with his mom. Do you see what I mean? He says it in a story. Oh my God. He had to go back and live with his mom because he can't live on his own. Chantal, and you know it. So you're going to put him right near you. Right near you. So what? You can ignore him? And just say you're a good friend? No, he needs to go back home. Or he needs help. His situation's going to get way worse. Shame on you. sit there saying you're such a good friend. And I know you're going to dump BBJ off on him too, hoping Nader will come live with you, because BBJ hates Nader. Whatever. Whatever. We're going to keep watching. That's all I know. Anyway, guys, I love y'all. I got to go work on the van. I will see you later. Thank you once again for joining me. I really love you guys. Bye.